Hey everybody, Cerebro here and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the 3 best bows in the game, what they have to offer, and of course where you can find them. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Now let's get started. Alright, so let's start this off with the Cuckoo bow. As shown in the video, the Cuckoo bow is mainly a white and gold bow that has a pink glow to it, which is actually automatically applied when you acquire the weapon. For stats, the Cuckoo bow is pretty decent, giving you strength and dexterity boosts, which of course is good for scaling your attack stats and your accuracy as well. The Cuckoo bow also gives a Sacred Arts damage boost as well, but of course that's not exactly that important for bow users. Now for skills, the Cuckoo bow gives both a passive and an active, with the passive being Soul's End, a max SP boost of 100 points, and Domain of the Gods for the active. This active will give your combat skills a slight buff and also increase your SP regeneration for a short amount of time. Now in terms of how useful this bow is, I would say it is good for an SP regeneration build because of the passive in the active itself. I will admit I have not built a specific build with this bow, however that is the only use I could see it for. Now the bow can be crafted with Divine Beast materials by the Divine Beast blacksmith in North Centauria. If you are not aware of this blacksmith yet, he is on the northeast side and requires you to complete a quest in order to unlock him. Now in my opinion, this is why I feel that the bow is probably not worth it, because you must kill Divine Beasts, which can be difficult for most and takes up quite a bit of time, especially considering the crafted weapons are RNG based and you might not get the stats or skills that you want. Alright, so next we have the Glitzwood bow and all of its orange shiny glow. The Glitzwood bow does not start out with a glow of course, but is acquired once you upgrade it to +5, which also gives you an additional 10 points to each stat. The Glitzwood bow gives both strength and agility for stats, along with a Sacred Arts boost damage. The passive for the Glitzwood bow is Lithe Body, which gives the player a 10% boost in agility. Now this is where the Glitzwood shines the most, and that is the amount of agility it can actually give a player. Now most of you may be thinking you don't actually need agility that much as a bow user, because you will be attacking ranged or just dodging in general, and while that is true, agility also boosts your damage scaling for Fixed Peer, which is the bow's ultimate sword skill. If you take a look at Fixed Peer, you can see that the damage scales 200% based on agility. Now, you could always customize the Fixed Peer to add equipment and accessories that boost the agility when the sword skill is used, and then you could also have the agility boost that the Glitzwood passive gives as well, ultimately increasing your Fixed Peer's damage output quite a bit. Now, the Glitzwood bow can be found in the Southern Raid by defeating the giant turtle boss at the end, and then opening the last chest. Be warned that it has a really low drop rate, and I ran the raid probably 40 something times with only 2 drops, and luckily one of them had decent stats and the passive as well. Alright, so last but not least we have the almighty beautiful Heaven Striker. Now this is probably on many experienced bow users endgame builds, primarily for the stats and additional accuracy that comes with it. Not to mention it gives a cool blue glow which looks absolutely amazing. Now the Heaven Striker gives strength, dexterity, and agility for stats, while also giving a Sacred Arts damage boost as well. The base stats themselves max at 40, but of course you can upgrade it to +5 and you can potentially get all of them to 50, which is a lot of stats to give. Now as far as skills go, the Heaven Striker gives the passive Hawkeye skill, which increases accuracy by 10%, making it really useful for players who are looking to increase game difficulty and ultimately destroy higher level enemies. Now the Hawkeye can be farmed in the Eastern Raid after defeating the spider boss and opening the last chest. The drop rate for the Heaven Striker is pretty decent and the boss itself is pretty easy to fight. For those looking to pick up an endgame bow early, this would definitely be my recommendation, because you can reduce the level of the final boss down to level 75 by destroying all of the crystals in the raid and then of course killing the boss. For some decently geared already, you can just run straight to the boss in seconds, kill it, and then hopefully get the bow. This is probably one of the easiest bows to acquire in endgame and is really good for continuous use. Okay, so now that we have discussed the 3 best bows in the game, I know some of you are probably going to ask what is my preference, and honestly it's going to be the Heaven Striker for a couple of reasons. Mainly is it extremely easy to farm and takes little to no time, which means you can farm more faster than others and then have a better chance at getting good stats rather than the other ones that take quite a bit of time to get and can be very frustrating. In addition to this, accuracy is very important for endgame, especially for increasing the difficulty. So with the Heaven Striker you will get quite the accuracy boost, meaning your shots then won't miss and you can start farming raids or Divine Beasts a lot sooner. Alright everyone, thanks for watching and hopefully you found this video helpful. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I will be doing another bow build here very soon, so be on the lookout for that as well as other videos discussing endgame weapons, armors, and different types of builds. If you would like to connect with me outside of YouTube, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at _Cerebro, where I post daily tweets about games, gaming news, guides, and much more. Enjoy the rest of your week guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.